Oh, good morning, you guys. Welcome to another video. Today we are starting another series. We're going to be building a kitchenette for the basement. If you guys tuned into the last video, you saw we kind of talked about a kitchenette process. And my hopes and desires is to find either an old dresser off of Facebook Marketplace or maybe a thrift store, like a 4 to 5 footer. Add a sink in there, add a stove top, just like an induction top to that. So we're gonna be scouring Marketplace. You're gonna see me go pick it up and, you know, the whole process in fixing this thing up and turn it into a little kitchenette for our new home. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. All right, so I got an idea. As you guys can see, Facebook Marketplace didn't really have that much to offer, and it got my mind moving around. My dad actually has a close friend, his neighbor, right, and he mills like live edge wood, and my dad also has a bunch of scrap live edge wood. So I'm starting to think if I could get like a 4 to 5 foot slab, it doesn't matter what kind of wood it is, as long as I can seal it and make that kind of water resistant. I can cut out that hole for the sink, also put the induction top on there. So it's got me thinking. It's definitely a possibility. I'm gonna have to look into the logistics of this and call around, but I think that's the direction we're gonna go. So when I get an update on that, obviously it'll be a second for y'all, but it's gonna take some work for me. So yeah, let's just take these next steps. All right, what's going on, you guys? So it's actually the next day. I did some more scouring across Facebook Marketplace. I really didn't find anything that I love too much. So I guess I'm just gonna run around to a couple different thrift stores and maybe like Lowe's and Home Depot, kind of see what they have in their for sale cheap section. Does any beat up bottom cabinets? Because obviously we can paint cabinets. And the whole idea for this concept is to build something to kind of prep me for an RV build or reconfiguration of an RV. So I'm just trying to get any kind of handiwork practice I can, and especially with you know, a kitchenette will definitely be working in that realm. So I'd really like to get my hands dirty in that area. So we're just gonna spend some time looking around, seeing what we can find. Let's see what we can find. As you guys can tell, we are at Goodwill, so we're gonna run in and see if we can find any kind of furniture that could, you know, possibly work out for something that we're looking to do. So let's see what they got. So they have a couple options. I mean, nothing that's actually great. They had a worn, there's a worn dresser here that I do like, that I thought it had potential. Like, let me show you. So this is it, and it is hardwood. There's a lot of space underneath. Unfortunately, this side, I'm guessing it was kept outside for a majority of its life because it's cracked there. And the top, I did plan on replacing with an actual countertop, but it's just, I don't think it's gonna work out. It's not very even either, so it's a good idea. I just don't think it's gonna work. So the search continues. That's about all they had here, other than this white one that I'm pretty sure I could literally just push over if I wanted to. So we'll see what else we can find. Well, guys, I just got back to the truck and I realized I didn't have my mic on for any of that. So very sorry. You know, I might even have to mute it and just speak over it because I'm not trying to get copyrighted too early on in the channel. I actually met another lady who's looking for a craft project too, which is really cool. It's really cool. It's absolutely terrifying filming in public. I am not good at it, and I'm just scared that I'm gonna get yelled at. So I think I need to work on my confidence in public because, in all honesty, who are these people? I'll never see them again, more than likely. So, you know, I just gotta kind of go for it. That's unrelated, but yeah, as you guys saw, we found the one dresser that was okay. I thought maybe possibly, but it's just too far gone, and honestly, it'd be worth it just like, you know, buying wood to build the kitchenette overall. So what we're actually gonna do now is go to Lowe's, which is a big difference from Goodwill. I'm gonna go there, kind of look through their clearance section, look through their cabinetry, see if they got anything cheap, or kind of just get an idea of what I want to do. All right, y'all, we're at Lowe's now. I don't know if you can see that or not. The sun's kind of bright, but we're gonna go in and see, you know, kind of what they got. I honestly have no expectations because I honestly have no clue what I'm doing. So let's do this together. Yeah, so these prices, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. And yeah, some of them are nice, and these are obviously bathroom vanities, but It's just not gonna work for me. So I'm gonna go see if they have like a on sale, because they have like nicks and chips in it. But honestly, I could get some ideas while I'm here. So if anything else, I'm just gonna kind of look around and see what the name brands are doing, so I can kind of run my blueprint off of them. So let's just keep looking. So I found this cabinet. It's a 36-inch sink-based cabinet, ready to finish, and it's in the damaged discount. But the problem is I cannot find a price. And honestly, it is, and the front is fine. The sides, it's just plexi board. It's not real hardwood. And the bottom, there is some damage, I'm guessing from a forklift going through the box, if I had to guess. And the other one beside is also pretty busted up. But if I just replace that with another piece of plywood on the back, both of these together right next to each other could be a great idea. So I'm gonna see if I can get a price on these. So as you guys can see, that cabinet is very cheaply made, definitely for rental properties type thing. So we're gonna have to beef it up a little bit. So what I was thinking is getting some of the, obviously just get some simple corner brackets just to strengthen it up, all the corners. And then that back piece I'm gonna replace, I think I'm gonna replace the entire bottom with solid hardwood. The upper part doesn't really matter because it's gonna be covered anyways. Front hardwood, we're gonna paint that to match, as I was telling you guys. But other than corner brackets, I don't really know what else I'll need, so I'm gonna just look around and see. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be clutch. I think I'm gonna get 2 packs of this and then keep on going on from there. All right, so I think I found this 20 count of elbows, and it's 1 screw on each side, which should be enough, honestly, because I don't plan on putting a 300-pound sink on top of it. I just want it to be a lot sturdier, and there's 20, so more stability, we just throw a couple more in. So that is covered. I do want to look at wood just to see what the prices are, even though I know they're already going to be outrageous. But let's go take a quick peek real quick. And if not, we're just going to move on from there. We got what we need, really, and then the rest is kind of got to be thrifted or found online on Facebook. So let's get into it. All right, so we just got this cabinet. They actually let me have it for 50. They offered me both for 80, but the other one was like really busted up on the backside. So decided to go for this one. Obviously, we're gonna paint it to coordinate with the living room, and then we gotta find, I'm thinking like a butcher block countertop that I might wanna make out of pallet wood. So the goal is to spend as little money as possible, but we got that. Now let's go in and get some hardware for it to make this project on the road. Now, as I was saying before the Bluetooth interrupted me, yeah, we got the hardware. We got the cabinet, as you can see in the back. Didn't get any straps, so hopefully it doesn't fly out as I'm driving down the road. So other than that, we're just gonna go head home. I'm gonna get this up to the 3rd story, probably by myself. Probably shouldn't do that. Already got a messed up back. But anyways, let's get home and kind of do some more scouring. But for now, this is the start of the project. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any recommendations on where to go from now, I'm sure I'll get some comments about how cheap the cabinet is. And that's honestly fine, because it was $160 and I paid $50 for it because it was damaged, and I negotiated a little bit. So we got a good price on it. I'm really not trying to spend over $100 on this project. I think right now we're at like $60 flat. So we got about $40 to play with. I plan on making the butcher block out of scrap wood. So we'll see if we can get into that today. If not, we'll just get get home and kind of game plan from there. All right, guys, here we are. We got it inside. Don't ask how, but it's inside, so I'll give you a quick little tour of it. So the first and most obvious thing is why it was discounted. And as you can see, this entire bottom piece of whatever plexi board or whatever this is, fake wood, is destroyed, which is actually not a big deal, because I have scrap wood that I plan on reinforcing the entire bottom with anyways. Other than that, it comes with these to attach the sides, and these are utter trash that are just stapled in. So obviously you saw I got those elbows that'll be going in on each side all the way around. So that's the plan with that. And other than that, yeah, it's a nice oak front. No, this is poplar, sorry. Poplar oak front. As you can see, it has some dark staining, but it is getting painted, so it's not really a big deal. And then hardware, I would like some antique hardware to go with it. So yeah, not too bad. Very budget friendly. And see what we can do with it. All right, guys, we're home. Obviously, you guys just saw the cabinets. So first things first, I gotta get out of this and something a little less functional and a little more work-worthy, AKA sweatpants and an old sweatshirt. You see that? Always got to be the star of the show, even on my own channel. But anyways, yeah, this is just about ready to fall off as is. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put in some new wood, and then I'm going to add elbows on the bottom side as well. So let's get into it. Well, if you check that out, this is actually part of a pallet that I got for free off of Facebook that I used to build my garden box, and I have a lot left over still. And that will do more than enough to get there across. Just add some added stability. This is good quality stuff right here. Shout out to Lowe's. That's me spoil you. Do y'all see this cat? Do you see this cat right here? Dead. She is my helper, so I'm very appreciative of having my little helper. She's not actually much help. She's a bit of a distraction, but I love her either way. December 9th, 2023. That's how long that lasted. Less than a month. Damn it. Alright, so to cut the boards aside, I actually got this Rockwell handheld saw. It's for like trim and such, but I've actually found it very useful for any kind of, quick cutting just like this. And I actually got this idea from my grandfather who got this before me. So shout out to Pap. This thing is great. And we're going to cut this board to length. So if you guys are ever working with power tools, one thing to remember, always have eye protection and always make sure you have safe shoes on. So we got that set at 0, so we have a nice flat, even cut. Now with that being said, let's get into cutting this. All right, so we have a piece of wood here, just cut to size. Let's see if it fits. That is actually perfect. Other than this wood not being completely even, just because it's a piece of scrap wood, that'll definitely do the job. So I don't know if you guys saw, but what I was showing you is these plastic little elbows here on each side, and they are very trash. So actually, before I get onto the bottom, I'm going to remove these and put in the metal brackets, the metal supports up here as well. So this is the hardware needed. Simple elbows, 1 screw on each side. About 1/2-inch nails, or screws, sorry. So we're just going to throw them straight into here and get those installed. That's just to add a little bit of stability, honestly. And as you can see, we do have some protrusion of these screws here because screws are too long, not as advertised. So basically what I'm going to do is just, actually it's not that I'm not as advertised, I just didn't pay attention enough. So we are just going to clip these sides off like right at the base and then just putty over that. So again, on a budget, don't really care that much. It does the job. All right, you guys, so the new piece of wood is in. It's pretty flush. Again, it does not need to be perfect, honestly. It adds a lot of stability on it, and I just don't want this thing to freaking fold under the weight. So it doesn't really match up here. I debated if I just wanted to cut down from here all the way around and make it this height, which I might still do because I'm also just debating making a couple different pieces of this all the way around the bottom just to make it a little bit sturdier. Because again, these cabinets are not very sturdy, but that's to be decided. But for now, that's a lot better than it was. All right, guys. So to wrap up part one, obviously we acquired the kitchenette. Again, the plan is to either have a butcher block or maybe a stainless steel or a recycled material is going to be the countertop. That is definitely the plan. Ted making an appearance as always. But yeah, we got a steal of a deal on this thing. Obviously, it's not perfect. It has some work to be done, but today we added in some elbows. We also replaced the back side with that board that I showed you guys in the clip below to add some sturdiness. And yeah, that's gonna do it for part one. Obviously, if you guys have any ideas or any recommendations on what direction to go with this, please let me know. I will not take any offense to anything you have to say. Drop it down below, and I might use it in the next video. So please, once again, use the recommendations down below, and I'll see you guys next time.